my learner had on his blinker too early. There was a truck in a private driveway. They pulled out right in front of us. Now, I could have told him your blinker's on too early, but I'm actually driving for him. So at one point, you need to learn to drive on your own, under control. So he's got to learn when to use his blinker. If you turn it on too early, you confuse other drivers. Example, the truck pulled out in front of us and my learner almost hit him. If you turn it on too late, cars behind us almost rear-end us. So it's 100 feet or half a block. Next, why do I keep stalling my car? Because you keep lifting your foot off of the clutch or pushing it in too early and you don't have clutch control. So you need to practice using your clutch. You need to practice shifting your gears. You need to practice coming to a stop, pushing your foot in, and shifting it into neutral. These are things you must do because I've taught beginners who are driving manuals. It is no different than driving automatics. You have to manage your clutch control because the car will jerk back and forth, and literally you'll fail your test. You'll lose points. So you need to develop clutch control. Also in an automatic, you need to learn when to slow down sooner so you don't slam brakes, and that's what beginners do. If we're coming up to a stop line, and you need to really look at my videos, we have to stop at the stop line or stop bar. We stop. We don't want to block the crosswalk. Those are those two skinny lines. That's where pedestrians walk. Now, after we've stopped and there are no pedestrians, we can go up, check traffic. If it's clear, then make a right. But beginners don't look to the left. What's going to happen? We're going to pull out in front of a car. You're going to fail your test. Because beginners don't judge distance and speed very well. Again, my driver almost got hit by a car because he or she, they're not looking to the left, and this is me looking to the left, looking. And if you don't do this, you're going to get killed. You're going to get hit. You're going to fail your test. You're going to scare your mom and dad. You're going to frustrate yourself and your driving coach. Why would you do that? Well, I didn't know I'm supposed to look to my left. You have to look to your left. You have to look to your right. And if you don't do those small, simple elements, you're going to get hit by oncoming traffic. A pedestrian's going to walk in front of you. So you really need to understand my perspective as your teacher, teaching all of you wherever you are in the world, the UAE, the UK, the United States, Mississippi, Florida, Texas, Alabama, Detroit. It really doesn't matter. And where are all of you from? All of you need to type in, hey, I'm from Detroit. I'm from Mississippi. I'm from Louisiana. I'm from the UAE. Wherever you're from, type it in so I know who I'm talking to, where you're from. How many years have you been driving? Are you a beginner? Are you an intermediate? Are you an advanced? Are you a truck driver? Are you an EMS worker? Because each of you have different experiences that will help the whole community. And speaking on community, I put in a lot of questions and I need you to answer those questions. Okay? Let's continue. I panic when I see red lights. Common. And going through intersections. Beginning drivers start slowing down. The speed limit is 50. You slow down to 35. We're getting ready to get hit. Why? Beginning drivers are scared the light's going to change. And as a result, two things will happen. You're going to have a light that will change to red. We're running a red light. We're now in violation. Or two, we're slamming brakes, trying to stop. I need to teach you if the light's yellow, and you can stop in 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, and 1003, you should be able to stop smoothly. That's the hardest thing for beginners to learn because they're so scared that light is going to change on them, and in many cases it does. Example, the speed limit was 50. We're driving at 38 miles an hour. What happened? My student had to make a hard decision. What is a hard decision? You're going to have to run the light or slam brakes. I don't want to be in those situations. You should not want to be in those situations. You really need to listen to me and look at these videos. If you're slowing down at intersections, you're going to do three things. You're going to have to run the light, ticket, slam brakes, get rear-ended, or three, you're going to make a poor decision. A car's in the middle making a left, a pedestrian. So I try to eliminate these things by forcing you to have good speed control. If the speed limit is 50, you need to drive at 50. If the speed limit is 45, you need to drive at 45. If the speed limit is 55, you need to drive at 55. But because you are a beginning driver, you don't do that. You're so nervous, you drive under speed. So you really need to understand why your teachers are doing this. I live in Illinois, I'm a beginning driver. Well, this is for you. You need to be looking at all my videos. And this session, this test session, will help you understand how to pass your test, how to have a successful driving experience, because I'm a state certified driving instructor, and I'm going to tell you what instructors look for. I'm going to tell you what you should be doing. So when you finally get into the car, you're going to be more calm, more relaxed, less anxiety. Okay, let's keep going. Next, I didn't check my blind spot. That's one of the next biggest hazards. Let's pretend we're making a lane change to the left. Mirror, turn signal, which you should hear, blind spot. If you don't check your blind spot, you're cutting off a car. Dangerous. If I tell you make a lane change to the right, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. If you don't check your blind spot, you just cut off a car. If you can't properly execute that, what is a proper execute?